Hi, welcome back to part 6 of our Let's Play of the Blood Elf Starter Zone. We are still in the Eversong Woods. We need to pick up a couple quests right in this area. This is the Bountiful Feast, the Thanksgiving thing. We don't want to do that right now. Instructor and
Glory to the Sindorai.
Students are a bit like sheep. They're useful and even likable, and when you guide and pay close attention to them, you leave them alone for a minute and they end up falling down a cliff or drowning in shallow river. Okay. Alright, so this is we picked up earlier in the middle of the zone, we picked up that grimoire. This is what we needed to do. Okay, you say those two incompetent fools bribed you to lie for me. You've done very well in coming to me. Thanks, Tantalus. Oh, that didn't work out in their favor. Pyroblast. I hope you learn a valuable lesson today, Tantalus. Never trust someone else to lie for you. I want you to go back to my two dim-witted students and discipline them using this wand. My magic tells me that you'll find them along the road to the west and the other side of the Dead Scar. Come back to me after you've done this. I'll give you a small reward for your troubles.
The reckoning is at hand.
Fetch. So Tantalus it is. Don't be flattered. I know your name. One of my students has been fawning over you and won't shut up. If you'd like to impress her, why don't you do something for me? There's an azure vial at the bottom of the pond behind me. Dive in, retrieve it, and bring it there.
We will have justice.
Why do I have to impress you? I don't understand. What do I have to prove to you, you know? So we'll do these couple quests, and then we got a quest over here at Farstrider Retreat. Oh, we had a quest over there I walked past. Alright.
State your business.
Oh, well done. I told you to jump into a pond, and you did. I can only imagine what you'd do for one of your good friends if asked you. If you want a reward for your efforts, this is never to lift a finger without the first knowing what's in it for you. The mage's mind is greater weapon. Remember that, and try to use yours a bit more. This guy's like a huge tool. The purest water. Now that you've learned a little lesson, I'll offer you something more substantial. It concerns your ability to defend yourself in close combat. Of course, you should only resort to melee in the most dire circumstances, but there is no excuse to be unprepared. I can assist you in creating a staff befitting a mage of your learning. Simply take the vial you retrieved for me and fill it at the base of Eldranar Falls. Just follow the river southeast from here.
Farewell.
Okay, so that will take us there. That's good. Let's go grab the two apprentices over here, and then we'll come back. While we're here, let's see what this one is.
What business have you?
Oh, the box of goods looks heavy. You want to load it up on one of my flying beauties. Back down in Fairblie's village in Eversong Woods, then? Sure, I can get you there fast. Return to Sethel. Alright, we can do that later.
Run.
We can do that one later. The other zones seem to be a little bit more like cut and dry. Okay, you're in this area, stay in this area, do those quests. I will say, this starting zone seems to be pushing me all over the place. Oh, this is a Worgen. Probably level 60. I don't know what they're doing. I'm not in his PvP specs, so he can't kill me. They did that, I think this latest expansion, or the expansion before, I think that was a really good change. You have to toggle PvP on to be attacked by other players. Very helpful. There's the apprentice. Oh, we changed him into a boar. Wait, not this again. That's funny. Alright, the other apprentice. These guys are a little incompetent, aren't they? You can't do this to me. We had a deal. They're a bit incompetent, and the mage trainer over here is kind of a jerk. So together they're a good group of blood elf. Don't want to pull all these guys. There's just tons of enemies in there. Alright, Instructor
The
Anthol.
dark times will pass.
Excellent job, Tantalus. Don't worry, they're not stuck in that form permanently. The apprenticeship, however, won't be restored until they earn it back.
Keep your wits about you.
Okay. So, let's go to a Farstrider retreat. And then we will get the purest water. Farstrider retreat. It's a cool looking building. We got a bunch of quests here. There's probably an inn, I'd assume. Food and drink.
Victory lies ahead.
You're here to help. Excellent. The battle against the Amani Troll has taken its toll on us, and capable fighters such as yourself are always welcome. Amani encroachment. Ours are not the vast kingdoms of the humans and orcs. All we have left to our lands is in Azeroth lies mostly before your eyes, Tantalus. Until we can reach Outland, we must defend what little land we have at our coast, at any cost. Our uncivilized neighbors to the southeast, the Amani Trolls, certainly have a different opinion regarding the ownership of these lands. Their daily raids are something we can't tolerate anymore. Go to their settlements, Zeb, Watha, and Tor Watha, and teach them a lesson.
Be ready for anything.
Okay, where's the innkeeper?
What do you
Lower.
seek? Shorelaran.
Really want the innkeeper.
Glory to the Sindorai.
A spell crafter's hammer. The Amani and the Sindarai have a long history of mutual dislike and open hostility. This doesn't prevent me from appreciating a fellow craftsman's work, Tantalus. I've come across pieces of Amani weaponry. I must admit, I'm impressed by the quality of their work. It is rumored that the spear crafter Otebi wields a magical hammer that is too light and well balanced. It allows him to work with great dexterity and efficiency. If you bring me this tool, I'll use it to craft your weapon.
Keep your wits about you.
Okay. Food and drink. Maybe there's not an inn. Keeper. I'm not arrested, so it must not be an inn, but it just seems like it'd be an inn.
The eternal sun guides us.
The Magistrates Apprentice. Mage, hear my request. For the reason that I cannot go into now, I decided to shut down my nearby school. A few days ago, I sent for my pupils, Apprentice Quel'thalas. This is the very task. I have not heard back from her since. Will you go to Duskwither Spire and check in on her to make sure that she is well? You'll find it by heading north on the path out of Farstrider Retreat, then go to the right when the road
Remember
branches.
the sun well.
Okay. So, let's take the path this direction. Look at these statues. Kinda cool. It's a cool building. Very cool. Alright, so we need to go this direction. Looks like the Amani Trolls are up that way. No, they're this way. Okay. So we need to fill a vial at the waterfall. And then we need to kill some trolls. Can I fill it from over here? Nope. Need to be at the falls, apparently. Need to be at the falls. Eldrenar Falls. Hello? There it is. Alright, we'll go to this bank. Let's rebuff ourselves. That is a really long... That's a whole minute that I have a shield. That's great. Alright, then we gotta kill some Amani Trolls. Curious to see what they look like. Should be. Yeah, they are. They're pretty beefy. Cool. Yeah, the Amani Trolls are like really brutish compared to like the Darkspear. The Darkspear are really lanky. So the Amani were in Eversong way before the Blood Elves. This was all their original empire. The Trolls, before the Sundering, were like this massive empire of different sort of factions. Amani were to the north of Eastern Kingdoms. Then there's the Zandalari, who are kind of the most prominent, most intelligent. Then there are there's Desert Trolls. Can't remember what they're called, but they're in the south of Kalimdor. Then there are the Gurabashi. They are the south of Eastern Kingdoms. The Amani is these guys, obviously. Oh, here's the Spearcrafter. Oh, look, we got somebody in a cage. And I think the Drakari are trolls in the north. They're ice trolls. There's all kinds of really cool different trolls. And they were pretty instrumental in fighting the old god minions. All the arachnids, silithids. And they pretty much have been in war with like every race in Azeroth. They had a war with the humans. They had a war with the High Elves, who later became known as Blood Elves. Let's see, what else did they... He just spawned again. We'll just, we'll sheep him. I didn't read this quest text. Ventaji, the troll prisoner at Torwatha, wants you to bring him the head of Chieftain Zul Murash. Head Chieftain Zul Murash can be found in Zebwatha across the lake Eldar. Oh, so we gotta go to the other camp. So the the Amani, they made an alliance with the Orcs in the Second War, the Warcraft 2 era, when the Orcs were attacking humans. And the Orcs came all the way to Lordaeron and made a pact with the Amani Trolls. And the Orcs also attacked Quel'thalas. But after the Second War, the Orcs were defeated, and the Amani's alliance was obviously no more. And then I think that's when the High Elves really made tracks to build Silvermoon and Quel'thalas and all that. So, lots of history there. The Trolls are one of my favorite races. The Darkspear, the race that you can play as, is honestly a little bit lame. They're the troll race that just kind of lived on islands. So they're kind of the least significant in terms of the lore and history. And the expansion of Battle for Azeroth, they released what are that troll? The Zandalari trolls as playable race, and they're pretty cool. They've done a ton in the lore, and they look really cool. all of their druids change into dinosaurs. Looks like we gotta climb this little hut thing. This is a cool looking hut. I really like the culture of the trolls. Their armor's cool too. Very like Aborigine, tribalistic. Oh, how do I get up there? Oh, right here. There's a lot of trolls here. Right, I want to hit this guy with the crossbow, slow him down. Hit with the berserk or the fire. He's a berserker. I'm just casting fire. Chieftain Zul Marash. Got a freeze. We're gonna hit him with a big guy. How much damage this does? Quite a bit. That's all we need. Though you don't understand the language in these battle plans, you clearly make out a map marking the positions of Farstrider Retreat and Fairbreeze Village. You'd bet Lieutenant Dawnrunner at the Farstrider Retreat know about this. Alright. So we need to return to that prisoner because we killed the troll. Gotta mount up on our Lothian Prowler. It's a cool looking mount. It seems like the Blood Elves would ride a fox. It seems like something they'd do. Makes me think of that movie Fox and the Hound. Looks exactly like it. Got another mount. Flame Talon of Alarazor. Super, super vibrant. Fitting for a fire mage. So I don't want to pull this guy again, so I'm probably going to sheep him. That's when Polymorph can be helpful.
What you want?
You bring me Zulamash's head? Yaman, Zulamash had it's coming. He burned down Vinajari's village. I killed many Amani before they put me in this cage. I hide something in the sand, my gift for you now. Ah, the poison, it's spread now, man. Time to rest.
Stay away from the voodoo.
Oh no. So he's a Darkspell troll. They look real linky. Hopefully he doesn't die, that's kind of sad. Right, go back to Farstrider Retreat. I feel like this blazing barrier is a little bit OP, to be honest. Absorbs 100 damage. And attackers take fire damage. So it both defends me and does damage when people hit me. Alright, back to Farstrider, and then we'll go to the west, or to the east, and do that quest. Though the bubble looks really weird when you're on a mount.
Our enemies will fall.
Good work, Tantalus. With more people like you, we'll soon restore our lands to their former glory.
Death to all who oppose us.
The trolls have been keeping us pinned here while planning an attack on Farbreeze Village. We are not expecting this at all. Warning Farbreeze Village. Go to Farbreeze Village and notify Ranger Delagan of the Amani plans. Even with Zul Marush's dead, Farbreeze must prepare for a troll attack. Tell Degalin I will send him reinforcements as soon as possible. It's not better than what we have.
The reckoning is at hand.
Unfortunately.
State your business.
You've brought me Otombe's hammer. There's truth to rumors, Tantalus. This hammer is light and strong at once. I shall manage to complete several of my unfinished projects, and of course, I'll let you have first pick.
We will have justice.
Alright, I'm gonna sell you a bunch of stuff. Here. You give me your staff that you made and I sell it to you. How's that for irony? Alright, let's go to the Magistrates Apprentice up here. And then... So we filled up that vial for the mage trainer. We can go back there, and then we can go to Farbreeze, because we got a couple quests to complete there. Well, look at that. It's just floating. That's pretty sweet.
Baladash Malinore.
The magistrate was concerned for my well-being. How sweet. I wish that we had such an interest before when we were at the Spire. That doesn't matter now. Please listen carefully, mage, as I have a favor to ask of you.
Remember the Sunwell.
Deactivating the Spire. As you may know, Magister Duskwither sent me back here to shut down the power source that feeds the Spire. There are 3 of them, each located in a different place inside. Unfortunately, I appear to be too late, and Duskwither Spire has been overrun with strange magical creatures. While I haven't the expertise to accomplish this task, surely a mage such as yourself could do it easily. Where's my Willithin? The Dustwither groundskeeper has gone missing. Someone must have forgotten to tell him to leave when the Magister and everyone else did. I know that he's still somewhere around. He's on the grounds, but I dare not go looking for him myself. All these magical creatures roaming about. Will you find him for me, mage, and make sure that he's alright?
Be ready for anything.
What's the point of coming out here if you're not going to do anything? Just stand around. Alright, gotta deactivate this cool stair. Orb of a translocation. Oh, cool. Check that out. Whoa. Deactivate the crystal. There it is. Is there another one up here? Looks like there is. I swear they have eyes. It's very odd. Oh, there's something here. Abandon investigations. You have discovered what appears to be an investigation journal left behind by Magister Dustwither. A brief scan of its contents reveals some shocking attempts on filtering corrupted magical flows. That might explain what has happened here at Wither Spire. The Magister is sure to want this brought back to him. Wither Apprentice. So now we have Scorch. This is an ability we can actually cast while moving, so this is very helpful. Pick this up because he interrupted us here. Because he's a rude boy. I think I'm gonna put Frostbolt up there because we don't really need Frostbolt. Like maybe to slow people down, but other than that. Alright. So those are the things deactivated. We need to find Withillion, and then go back to the Apprentice. This is a really cool little area right here. Quit. Goodness, they're so annoying. Groundskeeper Withillion. Let's see. cleaning up the grounds. It's horrible, I tell you. Strange things happening in the Spire. The Magister and his apprentices run off, and the next thing you know, the whole grounds are overrun with these magical beasties. And who told Withillian? No one, that's who. Mage, you've got to help me. Clear some of these things out. I cannot maintain the grounds while these anomalies are running around.
Keep your wits about you.
Alright, so we need to kill mana worms and fiends. So we're just gonna pull everything here. Hit him with the frostbolt, and then just hit him with Scorch. Scorch does not do much damage, unfortunately. But every little bit helps. Just being able to move around is really nice for a spellcaster. Normally you can't do that. Alright. Then we need one more of the Fiend. And then one more mana Serpent. So do we have another Mana Serpent close by? Right there.
Glory to the Sindora.
Well, I suppose that will have to do for now, won't it? Thanks for the help, Mage. I can only hope to get this mess completely cleaned up before the Magister returns to Deathwater Spire.
Shorel Aran.
Alright. I'm gonna go talk to the apprentice on the way back, and then we'll go to Farstrider retreat. And then we might hearth back to Fairbreeze Village to warn that captain there of the Amani Trolls. So, what level are we? Level 13. So we've leveled up quite a bit. That experience boost helps a lot. So at 21 we get Teleport. At 14 we get Hot Streak, which is a passive buff.
Will pass.
I'm grateful to you for your assistance, but saddened to hear that some of my fellow apprentices have fallen to their addiction. While the power to the Spire is cut off, I think I'll stay here a while and see if things calm down long enough for me to sneak in and retrieve their remains. Word from the Spire. Tantalus, I have one last favor to ask of you. Would you please relay what's transpired here to Magistrate Deskwither back at Farstrider Retreat? Let him know that I am well, but make certain that he is aware that some of the apprentices have become wretched. Thank you.
The reckoning is at hand.
Alright. Wonder why they left. Seems like leaving got people killed. That's kind of on this commander's fault. I think he was up on the second story.
Enubilore Delana.
No, I was too late. It's all my fault. Well, at least he feels bad about it. My investigation into purifying alternative magical sources got out of hand before I could put a stop to it. If only I had gone myself, or that they had listened to me and heeded my warnings. I have the blood on my hands, mage. I thank you, though, for putting a rest to return the souls of my former apprentices. It is some small consolation that they will not linger in that state, for the blood elf is better off dead.
Shorel Aran.
Here it is, Tantalus, the proof of my crime. This journal contains all of my ill-conceived studies. Heedless of the warnings, I continued my research until it is almost too late. Then when I grasped my error, I did what I could. But by then, some of my pupils had already gone too far. I evacuated the Spire to get them away from the corruption, but in my haste forgot to shut down the power sources. I will burn this tome so that no one else falls prey to the contents. I only wanted to help the Cinderai.
Remember the Sunwell.
Well, that kind of stinks. So level 14, what did we get? We got Hot Streak. Getting 2 direct damage critical strikes in a row with fire spells will make your next Pyroblast or Flame Strike spell instant. Ah, that's very nice. That'll make the really heavy hitting ability instant sometimes. Very good. Alright, talk to this guy. Instructor
Anaria
Anathel.
Shola.
Let's see what you brought me. He holds the file up to the light and examines it closely. Yes, this will do. Well done, Tantalus. Recently living. You may have noticed that the walking trees near Elderja Falls, as the keepers of nature, they are infused with primal magic, and we can reform to our own purposes using the pure water you have already brought to me. Unfortunately, the green keepers are gnarled and twisted creatures, so you will need to kill a few of them before you can before you find a usable branch.
Keep your wits about you.
Gotta go back and kill some people? Kill some of the Trents? Okay, we can do that. Again, though, I wish he would have sent us 2 quests. A lot of running back and forth. I think this is these quests are a lot older than a lot of the revamped starting quests in like Cataclysm. I think you can kind of see the old school questing of World of Warcraft versus the new. The old kind of sends you back and forth multiple times, and the newer questing tends to, you know, if you're going to go over there to that direction, they're going to give you all the quests that you do in that direction. So we need to kill a bunch to get a living branch? Is that what we're doing? We'll counterspell him there. Didn't give us anything. Slay the Eversong Greenkeepers until they yield a living branch. Oh, he just cast a healing spell on himself. Well, this may not go well. I've already killed, what, like 10? And none of them have dropped anything. There it is, okay. Well, I think we're really close to Fairbreeze Village, but I think we're gonna hearth the Fairbreeze. And then we'll use the flight path back to Silvermoon, because that's really close to where that guy is. Alright, here is Sathriel.
Everything has a price.
So she wanted supplies from Silvermoon. There it is. Then we need to talk to the Ranger Delegan.
Our enemies will fall.
The information you brought is of vital importance, Tantalus. Now that we know of the trolls' plans, we can prepare for an attack. We won't be caught with our guard down.
The reckoning is at hand.
Alright, so they're warned, and then we're gonna head back to Silvermoon with the flight path here.
Our enemies will fall. Death to all who oppose.
This is their flying mounts. They fly on the Dragon Hawks. Get to see the Dead Scar from an aerial view, that's cool. Alright, then we go talk to the mage at the pool. And then I think the other quests are for other expansions. There's a demon hunter over here, it's kind of weird.
State your business.
You've done as I've asked. Tantalus and you may take your reward now.
Farewell.
Alright. So, that is all the quests from start to finish in Eversong Woods. So we started off by learning how to handle our magical addiction, dealing with the Wretched in Farstrider Isle, and then Falcon Wing we dealt with the Wretched in that area, and then we killed the Darnassian spy, and then we went to Fairbreeze Village and dealt with the Scourge. We restored the rune stones that protect Eversong from the Scourge, and then we went to the east and dealt with the Amani Trolls, and we went to that spire. What was that called? The Dusk Wither Spire. So yeah, this concludes all of the quests in the Blood Elf Starter Zone.